Well, guys, it's time I talked about this. I've kept you in the dark for far too long about a very important topic that we're going to be discussing today, and that topic is none other than the Wacom 472 and why I've pretty much fully switched over to it from the 480, the generally considered best tablet for OSU. Now, to provide some context, I recently made a video going over a bunch of popular OSU tablets and kind of comparing them to each other, giving my first impressions, and I basically came away from that video saying that the 472 is just as good, if not better, than the 480, and I might switch to it permanently. And now, all of my streams since that video, all my videos since that one, I'm using the 472, and I've had people ask me what happened to the 480, did I fully make the switch? So I thought I'd make this little update video to sort of give my own review of the tablet and explain why, and maybe finally give a conclusion from myself as to whether or not the 472 is the true heir to the throne that the 480 has held for so long. So let's talk about the tablet itself. Well, the 472 is pretty much... Why am I talking like this? What am I doing? The 472 is pretty much the exact same as the 480, like I said in my first impressions of the tablet. And what I mean by that is the active area is the same. It's essentially the same. The tablet's physical size is slightly different. It's more of a rectangle rather than the square, but the actual area is the same rectangle size area of the 480. And beyond that, there's no built-in hardware smoothing or added feeling of delay. So assuming you're using like the Haku drivers or the Open Tablet drivers, any of the OSU drivers that are recommended, you're gonna pretty much have the exact same input experience as if you were using the 480. Now, the reason why I say pretty much, why I'm gonna drop this tablet, is because the pen of the 472 is a little bit smaller than the pen of the 480. So there's like the main difference, honestly, is the size of the pen. So the pens are different, and then as well, the surface of the 472 feels a little bit different than the 480 surface. It kind of has like more friction to it when you're rubbing the tip of the pen across the surface of the tablet. So it has a little bit of a different feeling, specifically if you're dragging. But a lot of people use tablet covers. I've always used tablet covers on my 480s. Yes, I have two. Can I actually talk about this for a moment? Hold on, I'm interrupting my own video. I bought the limited edition rare Japanese Ichitaro 480R, and pretty much immediately after finally using this tablet for the first time and getting a tablet cover on it is when I made that tablet comparison video and switched to the 472. So I have two 480s now, the normal one and this limited edition one, and I'm probably never gonna use it, so I should just take the tablet cover off and like frame it or put it as an ornament in my tree. So yeah, to get to the point with all those things that I've mentioned, pretty much since they're the same tablet essentially and the pen is the only thing that's different, it just comes down to me liking the pen better. It's lighter, it's thinner, and for me it feels better to attempt to aim the circles with this tablet pen compared to the one on the 480. And after switching to it, I play pretty much the same. Like, there's no difference in me playing. I'm not better and I'm not worse. It's the same exact thing, just with a little bit more comfort for my hand. So I could end this little update video there, but I wanted to talk about this tablet a little bit more since a lot of people in general in the OSU community seem to be discussing it more. Like I said, BTMC is using it. I've been getting more questions about it, and I wanted to talk about some of the negatives of the tablet that I've seen brought up, since I'm sure that some of you watching this video might be interested in getting one or are wondering, just like I made the previous comparison video for, wondering what tablet you should get. So the pen, like I said, it's lighter. Some of you might not like that. That makes it a worse tablet than the 480 or some other options. The surface of the tablet, it has more friction when you're dragging, and what that does if you don't have a tablet cover on it is it will make your pen nibs wear down faster. This is actually one of the more common complaints that I've seen about the 472. And again, when Ed was using this on his stream, I'm pretty sure he even noticed that his pen nib was wearing down super fast just from using the tablet a little bit. So there's that, and then if you want to get a tablet cover, obviously that's going to be more expensive than just buying the tablet itself, if you care about that. Also, I feel like I should mention that the nibs that are used in the pen for the 472 are the same that you can use in the 480, so those are going to be the same. And a lot of people say, oh, can't you just use the pen from this tablet on the 480 or the 480 pen on the 472? And you cannot. So is the 480 dead? Is it knocked off of its throne? Is the 480 from Wacom no longer the king of Osu tablets? No? Well, I mean, honestly, it's hard to say, because everything's preference, and at the end of the day, the king of tablets is whichever one you're most used to. I feel like the build quality of the 480 will never really be beaten, or at least currently hasn't. Although the build quality of the 472 is better than most of the other tablets that you can find that aren't from Wacom, the 480 build quality still, I feel like, is a little bit better. But beyond that, the changes are all preference, and when it works with the Haku drivers, it's just the same tablet, and it's more available. You can pretty much find the 472 in stock everywhere for cheaper than when the 480 was a new tablet, and still cheaper now than you can find some used 480s for. So just like I said in my big tablet comparison video, if I had to answer the question of what tablet should I get for Osu, and I had to give an answer of a specific tablet, I would say the 472 over the 480, unless you can find a 480 for cheaper, because again, they're essentially the same thing. So if you're interested, get whichever one you can get for a cheaper price. And so I think that completes all of my thoughts on the 472. I wanted to keep this video as short as possible to say everything that I wanted to say, to update you guys on why I've switched to the 472, what the current situation is, and what tablet I would recommend. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. We are almost at 100K now we're on the way to. That's bizarre. And I'm really interested. Let me know in the comments, like, actually though, what tablet you use, and if you use the 472, if you're getting a 472, or if you have a different tablet. Let me know. Either way, guys, thanks for tuning in. You have been enlightened into the world of the 472, and I will see you in the next one.